Hi Aquarius, welcome to the greenhouse. My name is Sarah and I'm going to be your growth guide for today. This is your September 2025 reading. It is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as only you can know what's accurate and actionable in your life. With that being said, I hope you get something out of this reading, and if you do, please hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It is a brand new channel, so any and all engagement you share with me really helps. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what you're working on. See what we're trying to grow. Let's see if this is a watering reading or a weeding reading. We got 2 cups on the bottom, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a watering. Let's see, what is Aquarius working on right now? Show me Aquarius, please. 10 of Cups, manifesting your ultimate happiness. Love that. Love that. Finding the moments of joy, finding the moments of bliss. With the King of Cups on the bottom, it's like maybe just letting it out. I think for a lot of the Aquarians, I mean, I am surrounded by them in my personal life. Like my mom and 3 of my best friends are Aquariuses. So I love you guys, but lovingly, I will say you have a hard time letting yourselves feel fully what you're feeling, especially if the feelings are big. So I don't want you to like fear letting it out and letting it flow and letting it like take over, because it's not going to take over in any capacity that makes you act out of character in a bad way. It's not going to make you like delusional. It's not going to make you frivolous. This is just like accepting it's safe and it's time to live in a happier, more emotionally abundant and stable energy. Who's under the King of Cups? The Page of Swords. And it took a little bit of mental rewiring for you to get there. Maybe there's some information you're getting too, because it could be like let's say you started therapy or are doing something therapeutic and it's like so much fun, but then it's also giving you key insights on ways that you maybe don't value your ability to feel very deeply. Like you guys value your ability to think very deeply, but this is a feelings chapter. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're like, this isn't thinking. How am I gonna do it? It's not thinking. 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Like, how do I get out of my head? Okay, so maybe this is you like really wanting happiness and seeing the proof of abundance and emotional happiness in your life around you, but you're having a hard time getting out of your head about it. And that's valid. That's very valid, especially with the energy we have going on right now. I wanted to give my own advice, but I'm gonna take a beat because I'm getting excited because I want to be like, let the love in, Aquarius. But I'm gonna calm down to the best of my ability, and we're gonna see what Spirit's advice is for this. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Keep working on it. That's really it. Just keep working on it. Keep taking little bite-sized chunks out of whatever this is until, you know, the 9 swords become 1 and you get clear about it. But what I want to say with the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles, like I love, like, can I just say how much I love Source? Because in your challenge, we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about investment and feeling like, is the juice going to be worth the squeeze? And then in Spirit's advice, you get the very next card of the 8 of Pentacles. Like, not only is the juice going to be worth the squeeze, but you're going to like master this. Once you do this, you won't have to do it again. Once you let the love in, once you let yourself align to a 10 of Cups energy, you won't fall back to have to realign to it again. You'll just stay there. And I think that's what the fear is. Like maybe in the past you have let yourself feel like, I have arrived, here it is. This is what's meant for me. This is amazing. This is good. Life is good. I'm safe now. And then like kaboom. So now you're like, all right, well, if I don't let myself get to that level of happiness, then there won't be a kaboom. But I need to ask you, Aquarius, like, since you stopped letting the love in 100%, has there been an absence of kabooms? Because I don't think so. I think there's still been kabooms. So why not have the fullest vibration of love, happiness, and abundance alongside some fucking kabooms. Because life is going to be life in Aquarius. Life is going to be life in. But in this particular instance, I don't think you're going to get kicked in the balls the way that you have been before. Like maybe a little flick, but not anything like what you've gone through in the past. So I like that Spirit is giving you permission to work on this slowly. This isn't an overnight change with the Eight of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, but it is something that they're like, take seriously and work towards seriously. And notice how they're giving you advice in Pentacles and not in Swords or Cups. So it's like, to bridge the gap between head and heart, let's just 555, take practical steps, make practical changes. If I want to let more love in and I don't want to be overanalyzing so much, what's something I can do? Well, I'm a little bit confused on what this person meant. So I can ask them for clarity. That would be a nice Eight of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles moment. Not like, I'm going to go home, I'm going to pull my own cards on it, I'm going to stew about it, I'm going to think of every outcome that possibly could happen out of this situation and exhaust myself to the point where like you don't even want to continue investing in your own, in this case, happiness, because it's like, it just feels like so much work. So they're like, you don't have to change your head overnight. Give it some time. Just be open to thought processes changing and watch the magic unfold. But for right now, just make those practical, small, calculated, risk-assessed steps to your happiness. And if you could muster it, have a little fun doing it instead of being like, oh, you gotta I just feel someone very, it's gotta be right, it's gotta be this, it's gotta be that, and it's like, Aquarius, why are you acting like a Capricorn? Why are you acting like an Earth sign? You know what I mean? Why are you acting like a fire sign? Like, there's so much non-Aquarian-ness kind of happening here. Are you guys being influenced by other people too much? Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords. Maybe that was what it was in the past, Four of Pentacles, but now it's just you trying to keep yourself safe. And I get it. Like, you value your stability. I'm a Capricorn. Honey, stability's, it's like quality, stability, you know what I mean? Like that's at the top of my, you know, what I appreciate and respect. But what about freedom? What about liberation? What about falling back in love with being a free thinker? You're policing your thoughts so much right now that you're not in your own power. I just keep feeling like you think of something fun or nice or inspiring and then go like that. And I'm not understanding why. Four of Cups, the Tower. You're afraid that if you go after something, it's going to be taken from you. And that's like, I'm not trying to say that that's not a valid fear. What I'm trying to say is, do you really want to live your whole life around that fear? You want to let that fear become a belief system, become a structure in how you manifest and connect in the world? As the humanitarian free thinker? I feel like you're cosplaying as like a curmudgeon right now. Like, no offense, but like, I feel like you're cosplaying as someone that's always like expecting the sky to fall. And no offense, but if the sky were gonna fall, wouldn't you want to make sure you took in as many sunrises and sunsets before it did? Instead of being afraid to look at the sky because you might catch it the moment it starts falling. Food for thought. Tell me more about Aquarius right now. One more, please. I understand. It's because you care so much that you feel like you lose yourself in the care sometimes, so you're trying really hard not to care. And I'm not saying like you're trying to not give a fuck. That's not what I'm saying. You always give a fuck, but you're trying really hard not to like care to the point of expectation or getting your hopes up. But what is life without hope, Aquarius? And what is faith without hope? And you're the star. You're the star card. So all right, so we had the Four of Cups to the Two of Swords, which is why I talked about, like, you know, the self-protection, blah, blah, blah. You're just, like, you're wanting to just roll with the punches instead of align with the punches. I don't know how I want to say it, because it's, like, I almost feel like you think no matter what, you're going to get punched. So, like, what does it matter? And I'm like, why? Are you around a puncher? Get them the fuck out of your life, and then you don't have to be, like, doing this. Do you really believe that life is more about suffering than joy? Is that a core belief of yours? Because then you need to make sure that you have experiences that kind of balance that out and course correct. Like just a perfect example, like, I have been really bad at picking partners my whole life. Like, my whole dating career, bad portfolio, not good, you know? But I'm not like, all right, let me never fucking date then, because I'm broken and men are broken and this and that. It's like, no, let's look at what made me make those choices so I can make better choices, because at the end of the day, like, I still deserve love and I still want love and partnership, and just because I've done it badly in the past doesn't mean it's always gonna be that way, you know? There's something about trusting a change in something that feels set in stone, because then we have the Ten of Pentacles, Justice, King of Swords. So it's like, if you were to let yourself want this, if you were to let yourself go after this legacy and not just like roll with whatever comes your way, if you were to really like magician mode this and use your resources to your advantage to build this, I think it would come in so quickly, Aquarius. And another thing I want to touch on with the Ten of Pentacles coming out with Justice is that Justice is the Libra card. And we are in eclipse season for September. We'll have the full moon eclipse in Pisces and then the new moon eclipse in Virgo. Then in October, we'll have the full moon in Aries and then the new moon in Libra. So I feel like work through whatever blockages in eclipse season. That's the whole point of eclipse energy, is to eclipse energies, people's ideas in and out of your life to help you align to your balanced future. And that's like this hardcore. And if you really dedicate yourself to releasing empathy, not releasing empathy, oh my God, to embracing empathy and releasing apathy, then I think by the Libra new moon, which I think is October 21st, I think by then you'll be back in your Aquarian energy, King of Swords. This is Source trying to lead you back to you, because like I said, I don't know. It's like, know, the analogy that comes to mind, and I guess because one of my dear Aquarian friends has a rabbit, and so I guess this is just how it's coming to mind, but it's like, if you're a rabbit only eating French fries, how are you gonna feel full rabbit? Like, you know, you need greens and carrots and stuff. So I don't know if that's actually dietary, because sometimes our third eye can be blocked because of what we're consuming. But there's something about, like, you know, like, I guess instead of rabbit, let's use a duck. Like, if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, you know, but it's like, it looks like an Aquarius, but it doesn't sound like an Aquarius, and it's not acting like an Aquarius. So what is it? And I don't want to say this in any kind of like fear-mongering way, but an Aquarius not in their power is a scary thing. And we do have the Devil on the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords and the Strength card. So, like, please push past these blockages of hypervigilance and find a way in this eclipse cycle to trust, to surrender and trust. And like, I'm gonna give you some advice from an Aries friend of mine that has been sticking with me all fucking day, because I saw him yesterday, and he said, I've reached a point where now I'm just expecting the miracles. I'm like, not even like about it when they come. It's like, oh, yep, Tuesday at 10, sounds about right, you know? And I feel like that concept sounds insane to you right now. And I get it. Like, that's some next level faith shit. I'm not saying you need to turn into that immediately. But the current vibes are kind of like, please give me a miracle even though I don't believe in them. And the universe just doesn't work like that, you know? I don't know. How do I want to end this reading? Give me one more card. I mean, the likely outcome is you coming back into your energy. So that's beautiful. What else can Aquarius do to get back into their energy other than embracing a long-term balance path? The Tower and the Moon, and then the Ace of Wands. It's like, and the Ten of Swords. It's time to let the illusions fall. It's time to let, I don't know, dude, it's time to tell the devil to get the fuck out. Like, you're the star, you're not the devil. You know what I mean? It's time to tell the devil to get the fuck out. This isn't something for you to figure out how to do. This isn't something that you'll meditate on it 107th time and have the right answer. It's just a choice. Do I believe I'm favored or not? Do I have faith or not? Do I believe I deserve good things or not? Am I willing to release the subconscious beliefs of maybe I don't deserve this, or I do deserve bad things, or it's all just karma? Like, listen, I'm all about surrendering to the universe and trusting that it has its highest, you know, our highest good at the forefront, but you have to do something. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take the first action, and then spirit meets you. So if you're sitting there like stuck, the action can't be taken. But even if you allow yourself to cry, or let your faith be strong enough that you can yell at spirit and know that you'll still be loved by spirit. I tell people all the time, like, For you to not bring your problems to your God is for you to not trust your God. You know, like I yell at my guides because I know I'm safe to. I'm not disrespectful, but when I'm confused and I make daily commitments to clarity in my life and I still remain confused, you better believe I go, guys, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know? And like, usually it's not humorous and it's very scary and angry, like I said. 100 Capricorn placements with an Aries moon. So it gets a little scary over here sometimes. But I feel God laughing and delighting in my rage every time that happens, because I feel him be like, look at her. Look at how much she's grown. Look at how much she's expressing. Look at how much she's asking for. Look at her manifesting with anger, knowing that it is a tool instead of letting it crumble her. You know what I mean? Like, and it's immediate. It's immediate. Like, I tell people all the time, throw the hissy fit. Throw the hissy fit at spirit and watch what happens. You're not punished for yelling at God. You're punished for yelling at yourself for what you're perceiving God for not doing for you. But if you talk directly to your source, your God, the universe, whoever it is that you connect to in those moments of I'm on my knees and I need this change, you need to be honest and you need to be authentic. And like, there have been times when I've almost completely lost my faith. And if I hadn't have let it all out and be like, I'm supposed to be here and helping these people, and these are the resources I'm getting to fucking help people. Like, I'm trying to answer your call. I'm trying to do what I need to do that you're telling me is my purpose to do. Why are you making it so fucking hard? Why are you making it so fucking hard? You know? And then like just expressing it releases some of that tension and that walk. At least you're not doing it with like cinder block shoes anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like maybe you need to have your moment of anger and upset and put it all out on the table before you can feel like you can even ask for a blessing or expect a miracle. You know, and I would get that. Like, if you've been waiting at a restaurant for 2 hours and your entree hasn't even come out, like I wouldn't be expecting dessert to make it out at any time in that evening either. But why aren't you just leaving the restaurant and going somewhere else instead of like continuing to wait? Or take it up with management. Be like, where the fuck's my food? You know? Where the fuck's my blessing? What's going on back there? What are you, down a chef? Like, you know, what are you, down an angel? Like, trust that your God can handle your hissy fit. Okay, you're not gonna get exiled for having a little bit of a tantrum. No good parent would punish a child for expressing their frustration and their pain authentically. All right. I love you, Aquarius. I hope you got something out of this reading. This belongs to you. This 10 of Cups belongs to you, and this is your focus. So do me a favor and don't get upset when Spirit needs you to release some of the things preventing you from calling in that focus. And instead, answer the assignment, even if you got a bitch along the way, okay? I love you, Aquarius. I hope you got something out of this reading. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I hope I see you next time.